Tokyo turned frightening when its Boeing 737 nosedived nearly 26,000 feet midair. On Monday, that's 30th of June, the flight JL8696, run by Japan Airlines' low-cost partner Spring Japan, left Shanghai Pudong Airport with 191 passengers and crew. Everything seemed normal and routine till about 6:53 p.m. local time. Suddenly, the cabin pressure dropped, and that forced the aircraft down from 36,000 feet to just under 10,500 feet in just 10 minutes. Oxygen masks dropped from the overhead panels. Passengers scrambled to put them on. One passenger, in fact, revealed that they wrote their will as the plane was dropping. They jotted down insurance details, bank pins, etc. As per reports, one described the experience online as, I'm going to quote that person here, who said, "My body is still here, but my soul hasn't caught up. My legs are still shaking. When you face life or death, everything else feels trivial." So this is what one of the passengers in this particular plane had to say. This is what this passenger experienced. Let's go across to my colleague Sabyasachi, joining us live right now for more on this. Sabyasachi, you know, only one question comes to mind. What is wrong with Boeing planes? I mean, one after the other, almost on a daily basis, we are getting to know of these kind of issues emerging. And this one is yet another shocking case involving another, flight from Shanghai to Tokyo.
Well, that's right. See, one after the other incident has been happening in the Boeing, and several government, in fact, have raised their concerns regarding the Boeing and Japan Airlines flight JL8696 from Shanghai to Tokyo was forced to make an emergency landing at Kansai Airport, and after what passengers described as a sudden descent in the aircraft, and the aircraft was on a code-share service operated by budget carrier Spring Airlines. Now, none of the 191 passengers and crew on board of the Boeing was injured, and according to the Japanese government, the pilots had contacted the air traffic controller when the aircraft triggered an alert about an irregularity in the pressurization system that maintains the air cabin pressure, and the passengers began posting on social media not long after landing, with one reporting that oxygen mask dropped as the plane plunged from a height of more than 10,000 meters, describing it as a life-threatening experience. And several passengers have went to social media to express, to share their experience regarding this horrific they had to face. Now the investigation is on, but what is good to note is that nobody in the flight have sustained any sort of injuries.
But do we know what exactly was the reason that led to this mid-air mechanical issue that triggered a rapid descent?
Well, see, as of now, the airlines or the Japanese government have not disclosed any reason what led to this, but all they have said that the investigation is on.
Right. Sabyasachi, I'm just interrupting you there. Stay on with us. We have Surjit Manesar, who's an aviation expert, joining us on the broadcast as well. Good afternoon. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. Your first thoughts on the latest update that we've got involving another Boeing plane. This time it was a Japan Airlines Boeing 737 that dropped 26,000 feet. I mean, passengers began writing their farewell notes.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me, Mr. Manesar?
Mani, I can hear you.
Your first reaction to the latest now update that we've got, another incident involving Boeing airplane. This time it is Boeing 737 that dropped 26,000 feet mid-air. Passengers began writing farewell notes. The situation became so dire for them.
Well, the pressurization is something very serious incident. It could be some window blown up or something happened, and when the pressurization fails, pilots are fully trained for emergency descent immediately. He starts getting the indication the cockpit that something has happened, window broken, some hole in the aircraft, and the cabin is rising very fast. So what the instructions are given to commence immediately emergency descent, put the gear down and speed breaker, put the aircraft down as soon as possible to the 10,000 feet so that people can survive. The pilots are fully trained for that, and I'm glad to know that no casualties have taken place. But in India, there was a pilot who refused this flight on a particular aircraft that this aircraft does not have enough oxygen for descent for 12 minutes only. Air India terminated the services. This is the situation. But here, let the investigation come out why window is broken or something has happened. There have been many incidents with the pressurization.
But Mr. Pane, sir, now it's not just within the country, but across the world, we are seeing several models of Boeing actually facing these kind of issues. Shouldn't some tough questions be asked globally of Boeing as well? I mean, yesterday we got this update that within 38 hours of AI 171 crash, there was another Air India Boeing 777 that got a stall, ground proximity and don't sink warning soon after takeoff from Delhi.
Yes, these aircraft are equipped with a lot of advanced instruments, and you start getting a warning. And the pilots are trained for all the emergency. But why these things are continuously happening on a Boeing? This is a matter of very serious investigation, which only Boeing and some expert manufacturers can involve themselves and find out why these snags are coming on a Boeing aircraft. We are Boeing, many incidents are coming up after the crash of Ahmedabad, and pilots are diverting or descending and going to alternate airports. It's a matter of very, very serious investigation, and I'm sure the Boeing must have started doing their alert investigation involving experts also from the company. Thank you.
Right. Mr. Pane, sir, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. With this, we will slip into a very, very short break. We'll be back with lots more. Stay with us.
Why does a secular state need a dedicated